Ashley, Tyler Young, hello, good afternoon, welcome along to talkSPORT once again. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for the welcome. Well, I'm good. I don't know about Tyler.
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you.
This is so new for you, I guess, and must be quite lovely doing it alongside your dad, media.
Yeah, it is all good, but then also at the same time, I just want to look better than him at the same time.
See, when most 18-year-olds hang about with their dad, it can be embarrassing, right? It can be. Like, does he ever say anything when you're like, Dad, come on, man?
Yeah, I tell him quite a lot of the time that he needs to stop doing some of the things he's doing.
What are you
But he
talking
doesn't
about?
listen.
You can't say that.
You said it.
I'm not a cool dad. Yeah.
The thing is, if your dad's a footballer, right, your dad's Ashley Young, that is pretty cool. But we all know that when they're nearing 40, the patter starts to go, they're out of the loop with the kids, aren't they?
Yeah, he's all right with some things, but some things just need to stop.
Yeah, but this new generation come with, I don't even know what. That's the thing. Just random stuff that you think to yourself, nah, not in my day.
Yeah.
That makes me sound older, doesn't it?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Is he doing TikTok dances yet? Would that be like the final straw?
I have seen him do some TikTok dances.
Wow.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, if you partnered up and did them together, I'd probably watch that. I'd be like, right, okay.
Nah, I wouldn't do it with him.
Have you done a few?
I've never done a TikTok
Are you
dance.
sure?
No.
Okay.
TikTok's like the thing now in a dressing room. I believe you've always seen players like dancing around or miming
Yeah,
the songs and
it is,
whatever.
you're right. You
But-
don't find me in the dressing room dancing. I'm a bit too. I leave the youngsters to do it.
I'm sure. Listen, this fixture, fingers crossed, you know, how we're building it up and looking forward to it. Father meets son is pretty special. Talk to me about the moment, Tyler, you found out that Peterborough would be taking on your dad's team in the Cup.
Yeah, so I was actually getting ready the night before a game. So I was in a hotel in Peterborough, and I just got a call from Dad saying, have you seen it? And I didn't actually know the draw was that day. So he called me, he was like, have you seen it? I was like, have I seen what? And he's like, the FA Cup draw. And I thought, oh, like maybe he's drawn my uncle. And he's like, no, I've drawn you. So then when I saw that, I was like, no way. I didn't believe it when he said it, and then I had to check. And when I actually saw it, I was like, yeah, I was just like excited, but ready to win.
Oh. What was your reaction? I mean, who did you watch the draw with?
So we had actually been to my youngest Christmas carols, and then we'd gone out for something to eat. So I was watching it on my phone alongside my wife, my two daughters, and my brother actually rang me. Like Tyler said, his uncle. My he's now manager at Dagenham Redbridge, so he was watching the draw as well, and they got drawn out against Millwall. So he was trying to ring me at the time, and I didn't know if he was ringing me just for their draw. So I just carried on watching the draw, just ignored his call, and saw that we had been drawn against Peterborough. And like I said, I've said for years, if there was any way that we could play against each other or play with each other, it would like be the pinnacle of my career. It would eclipse everything I've done. Mm-hmm. So when it finally was drawn, I was sat next to my wife and I was like, I've been drawn against Tyler, and she was like, nah, no way. And I said, seriously, look. And so we was there watching it. So she's rang in, tried to FaceTime him, Tyler being Tyler, only 18-year-old. Did you see the draw? No, I just come out of the shower. What draw? Obviously, didn't even know the FA Cup draw was on.
Kids.
Exactly, kids. So, you know, as soon as I saw it, like, I'm not one that usually is lost for words. And for me, I was just, like, I had no words, and I was saying to my wife, saying to my daughters that I just couldn't believe it. Like, I just couldn't believe it. And, you know, I think Tyler was sat there. Obviously, like he said, he was getting ready for a game the next day. You know, he couldn't believe it after he'd obviously seen that I'd said that we'd been drawn against each other.
I feel, Ashley, in the past, especially with talkSPORT, you've kind of spoken this into existence. It's something that you have focused on and almost, you know, thought of it and the law of attraction and all that kind of stuff.
I think I must have manifested it.
You did.
Because like you say, I've talked about it as well before on talkSPORT, and you know, I've said to many people, family, friends, you know, I'm hoping that it will be possible. I've also said to Tyler, as will say as well, I'm not getting any younger, so could you hurry up and start getting the first team? Because it's like I say, it's one of them things where, you know, to hopefully if it happens, to make history, it would just, like I say, it would be, you know, it would eclipse anything that I've done in my career.
It's the stories of the FA Cup. It's one of those beautiful, rare stories that you hear that makes the magic of the cup. Why we love it so much. Talk to me, Tyler, about your time with Peterborough. You had your appearance in the EFL Trophy. What would it mean to you to play in this fixture, especially against your dad's side?
I think it means quite a lot, even to play against my dad, but even just to play in the FA Cup, which has got so much history, and just playing in a competition that I've been watching since I was young, it would just mean a lot. Even better that I'll be playing against my dad, and anything can happen in the FA Cup. So if we do come out with a good win, then it will be even more, because I would have just beat my dad and won in the FA Cup.
I'm loving this attitude towards it already. There's confidence there.
I'm liking it as well. I do like the confidence, I'm not going to lie. I'm liking it.
You've
And I
got to
hope
back
it carries
yourself.
on. He's got to back himself, though, is the thing.
Absolutely. Do you back yourself? Can you manifest like your dad did hopefully this moment happening, you getting into that squad and being the right guy that Darren Ferguson needs? Because you've got a link here. You know this guy.
Yeah.
You know how to take down Everton better than most.
Yeah, I think I can. I back myself to be able to do whatever I'm thrown at.
Good to hear. That's great to hear. This is a huge game as well for Everton.
Yeah.
How's the mood in the dressing room?
Obviously, of late, the result over the weekend was a disappointing one. But the mood has been fantastic. It always has been in the dressing room. The players, the staff, everyone's together. I think we looked at before. We've had 3 defeats in 14 games. That's something to take the positives out of. So, like I say, anything can happen in the FA Cup. I know it's a big thing that it's father against son, but on the day he's an opponent, and I want to win. In our household, this is just what we are. There's so much competitiveness in our house that it's it's like blood or thunder in the house when it comes to any games, and this is no other. It's going to be a game where, of course, I wanted to do well. Because I know the talent he's got and what he can do. I won't talk about him too much. But like I say, I know what he can do on the football pitch. But like I say, as long as he does well, we win the game, we get through. That's all that matters.
The side eye. You just got proper side eye there. It was great. I mean, you must be feeling the same way, though. I mean, for Peterborough, the magic of the cup, anything can happen.
Yeah.
What would it mean to, not for your team, knock your dad's side out? I mean, it was great.
Yeah, it would. I think it would mean more even if it was against another team, but especially because it's Everton, who are a lot higher than Peterborough, and my dad is also in the team. So I don't think he could live that down, that I've just beat him.
Your dad's had quite an incredible career. You were 5 years old when he went to Manchester United.
Yeah.
What's your memories of watching your dad play footy growing up?
It was always exciting memories because he was a winger. I always saw him score a couple goals. And then obviously he went back to being a defender, which was still alright because he got forward. And then obviously watching him was like this is what I want to do. I want to get to that level. I want to win trophies. I want to score goals. I just want to show that I have love for the game as well, and that it's not just because my dad plays football that I want to play football. It's because I want to play football.
You want your own story.
Yeah.
What would that be to you, Tyler? What do
To
you
me,
want to
it'd
happen?
be doing more than what my dad has done. I want to be better than him.
Okay, I'm getting the competitiveness now. That's in the blood now.
See, now you see it. It's, if you cut us both, you see the competitiveness in our blood.
I mean, Christmas dinner, when that troll was done, you two sitting at the table, it must be like that the beef's happening already. You know
what? I think that, especially in the last few weeks, that it's been like that. We've been sitting on different sofas, different sides of the house. To be fair, he's lucky he's still in the house. It's getting colder, so I might just pitch up a tent for him to sleep outside. But no, it is, like I say, is part of history. To make history is incredible. And like I say, when it comes to the game, hopefully we'll get the opportunity to be on the pitch at the same time.
What do you think's your dad's strong points?
I think his mentality is probably his strongest point. Like, if things were going wrong in the game or just even in training, that I've been to watch him train. And then I've watched him train, and even when his team's losing, that he's still shouting, he's still getting players the best out of them. So I just need to take some things that he's got and put it into my game, because even if I'm not doing good myself, as long as I'm being vocal on the pitch, that will help everyone else. So that will maybe bring our team doing good.
Do you think, as his father, knowing that he's a young talent and the pressures of football, what do you think Tyler needs to do to get to the levels that you played at?
I think it's like what I've said, that Tyler's just alluded on it then, that the mentality thing is massive for me in football. And if you've got a good mentality, a good footballing brain, and you want to work as well, you've got to work hard. Like I've always said that the late generation think of different things outside of football more so than what it is about the game and what you want to win, and when you want to look back at your career, what you've achieved. So I try to drum that into him, and I think that he has got a good mentality. He's always going to keep his feet on the ground, and for me, my dad is always the same, and I'm now 39 years old, and he'll still tell me when I've had a bad game, or still tell me when I can do this better and do that better. And I'm the same with Tyler, and like you said there, everyone knows when I've lost in training, because I mope about, I moan, I whinge, and the family will know when I come home that things ain't gone well in training. So as long as he like I say, he takes that the mentality and just goes with it, because I know what talent he's got. I know how good he can be. It's just him in himself. If he's got the right mentality, then like he says, he wants to do more than what I've done in the game, and I'm all for it. I'd love to see that. And for me, when I see him come on to make his debut, for me, when I go onto the pitch, I'm not nervous. It's the most nervous I've ever been, like when it comes to Thailand, watching him. But he's got this resilience about him. He's had setbacks in his young career already. With big injuries, and I've never seen someone be able to come back from such injuries and such setbacks of being released from different clubs. But he's got that, and he's taken that, and hopefully it will continue, and hopefully I can just follow his career, and he'll be as successful, if not even better than what mine's been.
It's quite emotional, actually. It's quite lovely. I think it's such a special thing to be able to have this conversation. Tyler, is it hard sometimes when you have to listen to your manager and then you've got Dad's opinion as well?
Yeah, I think recently my dad, he's not really been speaking to me about football. And even just like the last couple of years, he hasn't really said, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, because he knows that I'm at a place now where I know football and I should be getting answers myself, and then I've got the support of the manager. So he could have helped me from when I was younger, maybe with little things of like technique, but now it's like the technical side is already done. So now it's coming down to like you doing it yourself. So he can't help me if I'm in a game, because if there's loads of fans there, he can't shout, say do this. It's got to come from me. So I think he's kind of just let me learn things by myself now. So it's getting a lot better.
Good.
So yeah, help me.
Good. Let's focus on game day then. The boss, Nikki, and the family are all over here. Now, who does she support on the morning of game day? Is it husband or son? I mean, that's tricky.
I don't know whether I need to answer this or Tyler can answer it, because let's put it this way, they've not got Everton shirts. So they've all gone and leaned towards Tyler's side. And I even think my own parents are actually leaning towards Peterborough's side as well. So I'm just out here cheering on myself.
Lone wolf, man?
Yeah, I'm just lone wolf. That's just me. But I get it, I understand it. After the game, they'll be back on my side once we've won, so it's all right.
Really random, just thinking tactically, the preparation from both sides, like no conversations can be had. That's hard. That's weird. I mean, surely I'd be coming home and I'd be like, Dad, listen at this. And then if I'm you, I'd be like, Tyler.
So what Tyler doesn't really know, he's not really, I don't know if he's paying a lot of attention, but I'll be asking him about how the games have gone in the last couple of weeks. Any injuries? No? Oh, okay.
Tell him nothing.
So, there's been times where he's said a few things, and then I think he catches himself and he's held back. So, I'm trying to get a few things out of him, but he's been quite coy about it.
Can you get in his mind? Can you exploit those weaknesses if there are any?
No, his mind's too good. I try, but it doesn't work.
We'll find a way. We'll find a way. I think everybody is rooting for your son. No offence.
I think so as well, yeah.
No offence. It's going to be huge. It's going to be live on talkSPORT What would a win, firstly, Ashley, mean to you and mean to Everton and mean to Sean Dyche?
It'd be massive for us, to get into the fourth round of the FA Cup. The history of the cup itself speaks volumes for itself, and like I say, we want to get as far as possible. When you go on a good cup run, it can then set you up for the league as well. So we're hoping to go and put on a good performance, get the win, get into the next round. That's the main thing, to be in the hat for the next round.
Tyler, Peterborough, what would it mean to them?
It would mean a lot because we've had a tough season with injuries or just games that are gone against us. We've done well, but we just haven't got the right result. So if we get this result, I think it will boost our confidence. So then we'll all go on to the league and we'll go and do bigger things. Because I feel like we just need something right now that will lift the team as a whole.
It would be huge. It really would be. Yeah. Touch wood, things go to plan and we get to see you guys meet on the pitch. It would be a brilliant feast for the eyes and for all football fans and for all the neutral. Ashley, you told us on talkSPORT it would be a dream to come up against your son or maybe play with him one day. If this happens and all goes to plan, what would be the next dream as a partnership, as father and son?
I don't actually know what would be the next. Like I said, I've always spoke about coming up against him or playing with him. And like I said, that I look back on my career and I say, yeah, it's been good, but there's still things to do, and I think that would just eclipse everything. And for like I say, I just hope that he plays well, he enjoys it, he soaks in the atmosphere. After that, I don't know. I'm not sure. For me, Tyler's just starting. I'm coming towards the end. If I'm able to, see him growing even more in his career and being able to go and watch him, that would be fantastic for me. Like I said, it's one of them things that is hopefully we get on the pitch at the same time, and then I can be on the sidelines watching him for the rest of his career.
Okay, well, Ashley Young for Everton up the Toffees, Tyler Young in the other corner up the Posh. Good luck, hope it goes well, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
You.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.